like, oh yeah, today's a chocolate and marshmallow kind of day. It's like, all right, where can I find Bran?
How is this really going to go?
yeah, I got a whole day to get through.
Yeah, it's
Black Oni.
Cinnamon sugar's fine. Cinnamon sugar clearly is not fine because I just bit into it and I'm like, okay, I got this.
Who lied?
Clearly,
Who lied to the
wrong.
people? Y'all lied to us.
What is this song? Out of nowhere. So it's so I don't know if you have the stream in the background, but the music for the last 20 minutes has been, I think it's that Wonderland game music where it's like, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere it's like, it's what's going on. But the music took a turn all of a sudden.
Dramatic. So there's two me's on screen right now. I'm gonna fix that on my screen.
That's great.
No,
That's
it's
great.
Not what we wanted. Not
two U's on screen. That's a good ass stream.
There's a U on here too. It's just I don't
There's
need.
a me. Does it have the thing in the background as well? Does it have my... This is what I get for doing the virtual camera because I'm an idiot and started the stream. I was like, I'll start the stream early.
You know, you did good. You did the right thing.
Can I tell you what's going to happen? At a certain point, this is what's going to happen. This is what you're going to see. This is what you're going to see. Your audience is going to be like, what the shit?
Well, you know, then they know that you're there. And that's
way down in the corner. Way down in the corner. That's what they're going to see. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, I'm listening to the music now. It's very cheerful.
Yeah, it's like do 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 do. I can't tell if it's like creepy. You know how there's that creepy cheerful that like when a little kid sings "Ring Around the Rosie," you're like, oh shit, this is a demon child, right? Like those kinds of things.
Some shit's about
like,
to go
this
down.
Is a demon.
Yeah.
I sent you an invite, a squad invite.
I see it. I'm accept it right now. And there we go. And then we start that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a haunted stream. This is the haunted stream. Yeah, if you want to go see how ridiculous I look, go look at the squad stream right now.
No, see, all right.
And you'll see exactly how silly I look.
You're not gonna look any sillier than you do on your
Ouch!
No, you look perfect because this is, I mean, you're just a miniature version of you on mine versus how it was before.
And reversed. Miniature and reversed.
Yes.
Yeah. I got the whole, I'll reverse the whole, I like move backwards for you. Yeah. You know, whatever.
Why not, right?
Yeah. How do you see the squad stream? I think you can just
click a button that shows up.
Oh, hold on. I have to start it.
Oh, right.
Oh, Jesse, you are an old man. I got it figured out.
I literally did that yesterday. Literally made the same mistake yesterday.
There you go. Check out that squad.
Squad.
I was going to say, I don't see him anywhere. You would be right, because I'm a failure.
Well, you hear me. That's what matters.
Yes, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get your beautiful self in here.
Oh.
What if I'll do it for this. I'll do it for this screen, because it seems easier to grab you here.
I have somehow, clicked on something that, does all this stuff, and I don't want it to do all this stuff. There we go. All right. Awesome. Awesome. And then I'm going to have my bot spamming links to my friend.
What is this? This song came in and I'm feeling it. I don't know what I'm listening to.
I don't.
Oh shit.
It's bopping. I'll tell you that.
Oh. This came out of nowhere. I'm trying to add you, and I realize that now in the bottom, I'm only making it worse for you because I am terrible. Ooh. Ooh. Ignore all that, chat.
Been a while since we got to do this together.
Right?
What have you been playing, man?
Me? The last thing, you know what? Can I invert you? I'm gonna invert you.
Do whatever you want to me. Listen.
So you look like you're facing the thing. What the heck?
I am at your what's the word?
There we go.
I can't.
Disposal? Nah.
Disposal.
Nah.
Chat, help me out here. What's the word we're looking for? I'm at your mercy. Is that right?
Not mercy. You're at my mercy? That is not correct.
No. Hold on. Let's try this again.
Correct.
Hold on. I'm at your
my mercy.
leisure. At your leisure.
At my leisure. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I feel that.
All right. Let's go with that.
I feel that. I'm all right with that.
I tried. That's all you can ask for me.
At your leisure. Yeah. Wait, does this mean I have to flip myself too? Oh my god.
Well, it depends on which way you want to be looking.
We have to be looking at each other, or else it's weird.
Oh man.
When I talk like this, now I'm talking towards you.
Well, this is me if I'm looking at the other screen. So, but I'm not going to be looking at the other screen. I'm going to be looking this way.
Well, this is going to be a problem then. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. Look, transition. Don't even. It'll be fine. Don't even worry. Jesse switched places. Oh, I could have done that.
That's also possible.
Yeah, you know, whatever. It's fine. Reaction, and then we switch. Reaction. Yeah. See, look at this. Look at it. It's fine. Fix it in post. I don't think you understand. There ain't gonna be no post for this. What are you talking about?
It is what it is.
Yeah. Fix it in post. Out of your minds. I mean, I guess we could switch it like this, but that's... Is that better? Or telling me what to do? Tell me how to run this?
You're my dad. You're not the boss of me.
You're not my father.
Father.
Now I gotta switch it back. Oh no.
Why?
But now we're good. Now it's fine. Yeah. You don't pay my sub. You don't pay your own sub.
You behest. Behest is a good one. Yeah, behest.
Ooh, at your behest? But that's like if I asked you to go kill Superman or some shit.
I mean, like, give me some kryptonite. I might just do that shit.
You're like at your behest.
Whenever you have time, whenever you get around to it.
Speaking of Avengers,
I hope y'all gotta. We'll do like a post show
game. They fix it.
Yes,
that'd be lovely.
Oh my god, because I like that game a lot.
Hmm.
It just needs to be fixed. Rating pending.
This planet was supposed to be a fresh start.
Outriders.
Instead, we live in fear.
Damn, Life is Strange is looking crazy.
Yeah, right.
Running from a planet that considers us prey.
We got decisions to make. Holy shit. Do we ride the mount or not? I don't know.
Max went, I don't know what the hell. You let that town be destroyed and it got wild. Oh my god. Actually, I've played this game in two different forms already. And I'll say both times I've had a ton of fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Outriders has been a blast. Like, I don't know long term if I'll get, like, bored of you know, what the gameplay is. But, like, I enjoyed the hell out of what I played.
And it felt like my powers were already, like, pretty good. I didn't have to wait until endgame for stuff to start feeling powerful.
Yeah.
We are Outriders.
My biggest complaint, of course, was the cover system. It was ass. They've heard our feedback and they're trying to fix it, but it's been real bad. And the character creator,
Yeah, the character creator could use some work, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, it has the biggest problem with the character creator is that thing where what you create does not translate one for one into the game. So you think you made a badass, and then you go to the game and it's like the derpiest looking dude you've ever seen. Yeah.
Wait, why?
We have a lot in store for you today. Updates on some of our most anticipated titles, new game announcements.
Oh, hey, Matt Mercer.
Premiere of a new entry in one of our award-winning franchises. Be sure you stay tuned until the very end to get all of today's updates.
Stay tuned.
This is Square Enix presents.
You think we'll really get a Deus Ex?
No. I would 100% know if we were getting Deus Ex.
Okay.
The world would have told me by now.
Everybody.
All right, that voice right there sounds like the voice of Adam Jensen, Elias Tolfexis. It sounds like him.
Maybe a little.
I looked it up, and it's just not him. It's just some
dude.
Just some guy. I thought that dagger in that dude's chest said Witcher 3. I swear. Someone rewind the footage. I swear it said Witcher 3.
That could just be me being tired, but now I'm like, was it actually there? I feel like I read it, but I don't know if it said. Now it does say Witcher 3 in my brain. Oh my god.
Original sci-fi universe created by People Can Fly.
But they can't,
the concept of this game. The concept of this game is neat. The Destiny-like aspects of it, the way you can level up your character and change your builds, and like, it's super fun to play. You're right. It's just not like there are a lot of flaws in it for sure.
Yeah.
But like this intro bit right here was awesome.
It was. It made me wonder why our character survived and the other person was just like, yeah, I'm here, shake him.
Yeah.
But the whole segment though was like really interesting. Set everything up for what's going to happen. I was like, all right, I want to know what happens now. I need to know. I got stabbed in the heart.
Yeah, it's like actually very compelling of an intro. I didn't even show it in the video I made. I was like, go play it, go do the intro yourself. I can definitely see how with friends this could be like a killer game to play.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, I'm a friend. We should play it when it comes out. Let's just do that shit.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I will say the female voice acting for this seems to be a lot better than the male voice acting.
Well, the main character guy they set up as being like, I only talk like this.
Yeah.
Pilgrim. Like that's it's all right.
Yeah.
You know, when I played as the big rock guy, it felt right because I just walk into a room and like rock everyone.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine if you're like the poison guy, you have the same like, hey, I'm here to poison you, right? It's
or the turrets, hey, I'm laying down the trap.
The trickster's manipulation of time and space.
I'm gonna trick you.
Yo, the way things die in this game is so cool.
Yes. Did you play the trickster too, or did you?
No, Kristen and I played. I was the trickster. She was a pyromancer.
Oh, nice.
I was not trickster. I was the rock guy, whatever the hell he is.
Devastator.
Yeah. When you can like jump up in the air and then like slam down. Eventually, Kristen got a gun that was a frost weapon.
Yeah.
So she'd freeze guys, and then I'd jump in the air and smash them, and it was like.
That's beautiful.
So good.
That's just beautiful.
The Devastator's control of gravity allows for brutal attacks, such as the impale ability.
I can move my little icon. Hold on, there we go. Aww.
There's the Pyromancer, a medium-range class equipped to take out multiple targets at once. You may be easy to kill at close range, but you can leech energy from crowds of enemies, or detonate thermal bombs to tear their flesh apart.
The one thing I don't know that they've said yet in this preview, no matter what, maybe they're about to say it. All right, yeah, there they go.
That reinforce the class's playstyle. So get out of cover, throw yourself headfirst into the fray, and think aggressive.
That's the crazy thing about this game. It's cover shooter, but in order to heal, you have to be aggressive about what you do.
Right.
So being in cover doesn't necessarily help you, which is a,
The dense jungles,
like, okay.
It doesn't help as much as you would hope, and you know, because sometimes you press the cover button and you don't go in it. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna die because I'm focused too much on trying to get away versus just going back in the action.
Yeah, the best thing I did is I would get undercover, figure out where stuff was, and then run into it, throw up my shield, and then just start like slamming dudes. And then they have little arrows next to their name. It's like, oh, if I kill that guy, I get health. Okay,
Yeah.
and then just gun him down.
Yeah, the Devastator has a really dope ability to heal like that because you just got to be close to people, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's sick.
And then, of course, there's armor and
Like all of your moves bring you closer to them, so it's like it's perfect.
modifiers that can have a dramatic effect.
Yeah, the modified gear was neat. Like there's so much that's cool in this game. That if they have a crafting. I
didn't know
get
that.
to use the crafting system.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Be fully in tune with your gear and abilities.
I did mine a lot for some damn reason in a demo because it's. I don't know why.
I didn't know you could mine.
With a level
Yeah.
threshold to take part, Expeditions is only for the hardiest of Outriders.
How cool that armor is.
Most lethal adversaries
Yeah.
Enoch has to offer. Considered a
Let me just tell you, it's nothing like Anthem. For those of you who are like, it's, you know, I'm worried it could end up like Anthem. It's not even remotely close to Anthem in like scope and in like idea. It's totally different.
Yeah.
customized with body
It's actually like really story based in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty story heavy.
Trophies from battle aren't worth much if they can't be shown off. Your convoy will accompany you as you join a friend's game in co-op, where your achievements can get the eyeballs they deserve. This is all just the tip of the iceberg. As the Outriders travel further beyond humanity's reaches, the strange, horrific truths of Enoch begin to reveal themselves.
What's the over under on them being? It was Earth all along. That'd be awesome. I would love it if they're like, you maniacs, you blew it up.
You never left Earth.
Lara Croft, the iconic female action hero, burst
Lara
onto the
Croft.
video game scene 25 years ago. With guns blazing and pickaxe in hand, she continues to inspire new generations today.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raider, and we are so excited to celebrate
Jesus,
alongside
25
throughout
years.
2021.
That's
Over the years, Lara has uncovered lost tombs,
It's amazing.
solved ingenious puzzles,
Kinda forget that it has
survived
been that
treacherous
long.
traps, and saved the world many times over. She's also become a
She's also caused the world destruction, basically, in the last one.
And to just keep moving through challenging times. We have some exciting partnership news to celebrate Lara's 25th, including the recent reveal of a Tomb Raider anime series in collaboration with Netflix
Oh.
and Legendary Television, and talent updates
okay.
for the big screen installment of Tomb Raider featuring Alicia Vikander. Lara's also all over the gaming space, and we're working with talented teams on crossovers for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint and
What?
War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
What?
That Brave Exvius.
What?
Yo, that's a great statue, actually.
Yeah, if they want to send that to us, you know, do coverage.
I will take it.
Yeah,
which will allow fans
absolutely.
to bring recipes from Lara's global adventures back home.
What?
Also
I gotta
announced
cook
a new
Lara Croft recipes.
Oh, hell yeah.
To play Lara's reboot adventure in its entirety. The Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor trilogy follows Lara's origin from a survivor to the modern-day Tomb Raider.
I love those games.
Only just kicked off
The new
Lara's
ones are great.
25-year
Yeah.
festivities,
They're
so keep an eye
fantastic.
on our social
Mhm.
channels for
The old
more
ones
content
have not
and
aged
celebrations
particularly well,
and
but
No.
surprises throughout the year.
If I don't survive, none of us will. I've come so far.
You know, I feel bad. I didn't finish the last Tomb Raider game yet, and I there's no reason I didn't aside from like there were just a bunch of games that came out around the same time.
Sure.
But I was having a great time.
What would you do?
And I'm like, man, I should finish that.
Those games, they're just brutal. They're just brutal. I can't. I've killed her in so many terrible ways.
Thanks for the follows, everyone. By the way, I really appreciate it.
But that's not the end of our epic collaboration. Croft Manor is coming to Fortnite Creative as a playable
Oh.
adventure on March 23rd.
Interesting.
Alliance Studios
What?
has been hard at work on the hub.
That's
and we
fun.
can't Wait for you to play it next week. Be sure to check out Fortnite Creative.
Also didn't see that coming.
on March 23rd to learn more.
When you're on the go,
Okay.
you lose your passion for gaming. So we're bringing some of our most popular characters and brands to mobile. Here's a look.
Is this Splinter Cell? I swear to God.
Is this? I thought it was is this Just Cause?
Oh,
What
Just
is
Cause,
this?
maybe.
I don't know in Splinter Cell where they ride missiles.
You know what? I saw the face and the eye and the technology,
They're riding missiles.
and they had
Oh,
talked
great,
about
I
Tom
guess.
Clancy, and I was like, wait, are they doing some crossover thing with? I'm like, what? This makes more sense.
I was like, if Tom Clancy was like, yes, I allow them to ride missiles, I'd be like, get out of town.
Listen, they got something interesting coming along the way that, you know, that's something real weird. So that's why I was like, hello?
Was that Kevin Spacey? Is the villain Kevin Spacey? I guess it checks out.
He's been a villain before, I guess.
They're like, we have to stop Kevin Spacey. Like, okay.
And the character's name is just Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, it checks out. Oh, never mind. They blew him up.
Yep, it's already the mission accomplished. We're good.
Yeah. But what does that mean, Just Cause Mobile? Great cutscene. What does it mean?
Yeah. I'm not sure what to take from that. Wait, is Hitman coming to mobile too?
Greetings, 426.
Yep.
This is a unique opportunity.
Or 26.
What would this game even be?
To succeed, you will need to work
It's a sniper
and strike
game.
from the shadows. Proceed at your discretion. Good luck.
Yep.
You know what? That could be super fun if it was an AR game.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
like, use your phone in real life to, like, the target was, like, your friend. That'd be wild. A new AR game? That's what I want. You know what? I'll take an AR game, even if it is Space Invaders. I don't even care. I like AR stuff.
Collaborating on a new vision for the space.
I think it has a lot of potential to be really cool.
Mobile game built on innovative AR technology. And now let's take a look at a few more delightful games from Taito.
Oh, this is what we heard earlier.
Wait more. This is it. I like how it. They're like, and drop it.
Yeah. Why can't you let us have nice things?
Oh no. Oh no. For some reason, I both love and then somehow have to play all of these games. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you fight a giant space dolphin, and I'm like, I'm in.
I'm doing it.
Do it. I don't know why. They're always frustrating, but here I am, just like, yes.
A middle Durgan. Fight it with your bullets. Darius.
It's very cosmic. With a Z.
With a Z.
Oh wow, they're getting all the mobile announcements out of the way right now.
Yeah.
If they made a Bubble Bobble horror game, oh my god.
Bubble Bobble horror.
If they
Wait, is Bubble Bobble like an existing already thing though?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Well, that's because you are but a young man in a world of old asses. Bo Bobble, that's old ass. This is like 1982 arcade.
Holy shit. Oh, okay, so that's the old school look right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever 4 friends. Oh, cute.
4 friends.
Let's shift our attention to Marvel's Avengers.
Yes!
Come a long way
Sorry,
since
got
launch, and today,
a little
our smiting
excited.
heroes are launching
That is a true statement. I will be real with them. They've come a long way since launch.
Yes.
But let's go a little further. Let's like a little bit further.
Let's dissect that.
Avengers, you finally arrived.
Avengers.
Ultron?
Bruce? It's only
Oh.
the Maestro now.
Oh.
Breathe in the desolation that surrounds you, Barton. I will save you from it all.
Oh.
Avengers.
Higher resolution textures.
All these are great additions, but
is it crossplay? No? No, not meant for. No?
Check out this extended gameplay from Operation Hawkeye, Future Imperfect.
Hey, hot guy! Long time. Good to see you. How's my dog doing?
Lucky's great. I love that dog. But wait, didn't you move out today?
What? No. What makes you say that?
They said they were movers.
Oh no. Linton?
hey, hot guy.
Do I know you?
Watchdogs. Ames hired guns.
Surrender quietly. Or die.
Was that the Ashley Birch I heard?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Could be.
Is going down.
Definitely is.
Move to flank.
She's great.
Hot guy. It's my new favorite line read ever. Hey, hot guy. Are you one of the Avengers?
We've established a direct connection to the
Hey.
future time bridge. I've made the necessary modifications.
So, what's your plan?
I left Fury in the future when I jumped back through the time bridge. If he's alive, I'm getting him out.
We gotta go get Fury.
Mega Intel to stop the end of the
Us.
Fair enough. Let's find him. Got eyes on the mercenaries.
world. Knocking loose, Kate. Knocking loose.
Oh, that's fun.
I love it. They were like, what of all the skins, which one should we use today?
Give him a t-shirt. Yeah, right.
The t-shirt.
It's a little odd, don't you think?
You know, that's because he's hot guy. He's
He's-
not hot guy today.
He's only hot guy from now on.
Avengers.
Don't let up, all you got.
And those arrows look real slick. But I'd love to know a little bit more about what.
There's a lot that this needs to be about today, and it's not so far.
Right. So,
There's
well,
a lot of multiplayer things and a lot of like.
you know,
Yeah.
can we drop in and out of co-op easily? Can we do that? Because sometimes the game crashes and then you just can't get to play with your friends again. They all have to start the mission over again. Like,
Yeah.
are we getting any improvements to that? Are we getting crossplay? Are we getting cross progression? Are we getting more boss fights? Or are we going to have to fight Taskmaster again?
Taskmaster?
Yeah.
Oh, look! He's an ugly, washed-up S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in the future, too.
Nice to know some things never change.
Whee!
I love that his initial reaction was to go for his hoodie. He's like, oh, I can't let anyone see my head.
My disguise will be.
Especially not hot guy.
Look at him. He's so disguiseless. So classless. All he's got is bandages. Those aren't disguises. Those are injuries. but it's okay because he's hot. Yeah.
I really wish they would have taken some time to talk about the gameplay elements of multiplayer, and just like the game's supposed to be multiplayer, but that's like where it has its biggest problems.
Now, let's
Yeah.
take a glimpse into some upcoming content.
Okay, roadmap. All right, let's see what you got. New gear. Okay. Okay, replay. New villain sectors. Those look like the same characters. Okay, that's a new enemy. There we go. All right.
Dr. Rappaccini, I read your proposal, and I must admit, I'm disappointed. You have the men. You have the tech. All you need now.
We have the Steve Bloom.
Is me. Full-scale invasion. So,
Dr. Rubberchini.
Okay, here. Wait a minute. All right, hold on. Okay, there was the mic drop. All right, show us the goods. I was like, is this a different game that they're showing us?
Oh, was that supposed to be God, that voice? What's the dude with the gun hand from the movie? You know?
Oh yeah, Claw, some shit like that.
Claw? Yeah. But not spelled claw, but you know, claw.
Claws.
Yeah. So Steve Bloom is basically the Marvel Avengers video game Claw. Gotcha. Like, I'll get you that vibranium. Yeah.
So
just keep the Avengers off of me, especially that hot guy.
Especially the kitty cat.
Keep hot guy and kitty cat off of me.
To save the day.
I mean, I'm here for that, but you gotta fix the game. Fix the game. Fix it.
Is that person's superpower to become a chicken?
Absolutely.
I'm a chicken.
Rise, chicken, rise.
Rise, chicken. What the hell is that? That person becomes a scooter?
That's a segue, my guy. I'm so confused.
Is that a dancing fireman? This game has it all, apparently.
It has confusion as well.
Find your balance. True happiness is an adventure. Balan Wonderworld.
True happiness is an adventure.
I mean, those are facts.
And lots of drugs, apparently. Lots of drugs went into that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's going on, Sheen and Harm? What's up?
When I moved to Haven Springs, I hadn't seen my brother Gabe in years.
Alex! It's just so good to see
Which
you.
one of them got powers?
Welcome to Haven.
This place is pretty sweet.
I'm glad you two met. Is this dude my best friend?
And this dude hands me the best beers?
Alex, right? I'm Steph. I didn't realize
That we all
Damn, this music.
You were coming.
for the first time in years.
Well, what do you think?
I love it. I really let myself believe.
Welcome home.
I don't know what to believe now, except Gabe is dead.
Oh.
This one's for you, Gabe.
Hearing everyone talk about my brother, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that.
What happened to Gabe was a senseless, tragic accident.
It wasn't an accident.
Son, now is not the time.
Alex? Are you okay?
Girl can see shit.
He's definitely hiding something. What happened here?
Haven's a community. We help each other.
Alex, be careful.
There's something you should know about me.
Emotion.
I know what other people are feeling. I can see these auras around them.
Rage.
Yeah, there was auras.
Mhm.
Here's the question.
Sad or
Well, I'll
afraid.
wait.
I feel it too. When I focus, I can even understand why they're feeling it. And if somebody's feeling something big, it infects me, and I lose control.
Uh-oh.
I've never told anyone. But now I can find out what's really going on.
You'll need help.
I've got your back.
No, they all betraying that girl. Every single one of them. It's a cult. It's a cult. True Colors, it's a cult.
It's
That's a cult.
the one
Also-
guy who said, "Yeah, we'll figure this out together." That's the
That
cult
guy's-
leader.
Yeah, oh, that guy's evil. Yeah, I get it.
Also known as MXM Tune, and I'm a musician. And a
When
huge Life is Strange
is
fan. So I'm super
this
excited to be
series
your
gonna,
host for today's show.
you know,
If you're not
give us
familiar
what
with
we
the
really
games, Life
want
is Strange is a series of
and have at the
standalone
end
that explore dramatic, emotional
Sam
stories
Jackson
about
show
regular
up and be
people,
like,
but with a stunning
I'm
twist
making
of
the
supernatural.
Life is Strange initiative. And all the other characters will be there.
Features a brand new cast, power, and story. So it's the
But
perfect place to
Sam L. Jackson just reprised his role not as Nick Fury, but as
Yeah, no, it's just Sam Jackson. It's
Sam.
just literally Sam Jackson. Yeah.
the actor behind our brand new lead, Alex Chen, for more.
So I was having this conversation with my fiance about like how there's not that many mediums or games or just music in general that is made to just listen to. And I feel like Life is Strange from the first one on has like a soundtrack that you can just like listen to it and not do anything else and just vibe.
Can I tell you my secret shame? It's not really my secret shame, but it's a secret. I have every Life is Strange soundtrack in
What I
vinyl,
love most about Alex
and
My
sometimes
man.
you just put that shit on and you're just like,
woman who
Vibe.
you're like, I guess I'll clean a thing today. Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no, that's some good shit. They have a fantastic soundtrack. I guess I'm smoking weed today.
Yeah, because I'm doing nothing today.
It's a fresh start, framed against
And it's actually a different camera angle than we're used to seeing.
and
It looks like.
architecture, a setting that embodies the promise of every small
This is the
town
problem.
across
This entire area is like too beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like if a town ever looked like this, I'd be like, oh, they killing kids in that town.
They're hiding the bodies in
Look,
the
it
water.
is- Yeah, like the streets themselves are like, we let the flowers take over the streets. Like, oh no, that's
Ain't
evil
real.
town.
Yeah.
What's the protocol for reuniting with your long-lost sister after 8 years?
In Life is Strange,
A hug is good, bro.
Alex's power, or curse, as she calls it at the start of the game, is an unparalleled empathic ability. The psychic power.
You're telling me
It allows
that
her to experience the emotions of other
Aura
characters
Girl
around her, but it's
and
also a volatile power that
Time
can bleed
Kid
into and take over
and superpower boys couldn't start a super team?
and very much under your control.
Grow a pair, Queen X. We need the Avengers of these characters.
You already have the Avengers. Make more.
I want. This is the real Avengers.
including 2 new friends and potential romantic interests.
Oh my.
Brian and Steph, who fans
No,
may
it's gonna be
recognize
Steph.
from
Let's
Life
not
is
pretend.
Strange,
Brian's a bad guy. Steph,
I trust her.
get it. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I trust her too. Yeah, Steph, I totally trust you.
Captured and
Steph for sure,
animated here in-house at
100%.
making this the most visually advanced entry in the series and the true next generation of Life
Why
is
not
Strange.
both? Because that dude betraying
Life
you.
is Strange,
Look at
True
him.
Colors.
He's got
He had
betrayal
that
written
"I'ma
all over his
betray you"
face.
beard. Oh yeah. he had that look. He's like, yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna do you, then betray you. Yeah, no, he's a bad guy. I don't trust him.
She's determined to get to the truth.
What if both betray you?
Only Alex.
There's a lot of
using her
gorges,
psychic
a lot of
power
places to put
empathy,
people.
can really
A lot of trees. A lot of water.
A lot
Experience
of
Alex's journey.
Accidents can happen out in the woods.
Yep.
Future for her and for the entire town of Haven Springs.
It is a weird choice. They always have the Life is Strange devs be like, in a world where emotion is important to me. It's like, it's okay. You can just be, you literally the same game that has a hot dog man who squirts mustard out of another man on his body. It's literally okay to have fun.
It's okay to get a little silly.
Yeah, it's okay to have fun.
Look you in the eye.
Are they doing this?
Dressed like an angel.
Okay, vocals.
Are they doing this?
Your skin makes me cry.
Do we get to play as a creep? Cause I'm a creep. Do you remember that? Like, they had a version of this song where it was like, cause I'm a creep. It was like, whoa, what? I don't remember what it was for. I can't remember what they advertised it for, but it was like, cause I'm a creep.
But I'm a creep.
Yes.
It is a
What the hell am I doing here?
real interesting choice of a song. Beautifully sang, but
yeah. I mean, like, I get it. I understand what the like emotion behind the song is, but like also I love the fact that like
for this game, and I hope that you're feeling the
cause
exact same
I'm
way
a
after this
creep. There's like there's a version of it that's like a small yes it's from Social Network, I think. It was like a children's choir. Yes. Cause I'm a creep.
You won't have to wait for the rest of the story. You can binge it.
They're gonna give us the full game in one go.
That's great.
Needed emotional breather. You can pre-order Life is Strange True Colors.
oh, we're playing the fuck out of that.
Cause I'm a creep. I'll never.
One more very special thing
Avengers.
we've yet to reveal.
Avengers again.
Avengers.
To announce that Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm return in an all-new remastered collection featuring enhanced visuals and animations.
Sweet.
But what if it was Avengers?
Even better.
Let me tell you, I still get a kick out of the fact that when I played this game with Dodger, for weeks, everyone was like, Jesse, why are you sticking up for David? I'm like, I'm not sticking up for David. I'm just telling you, David's been through some shit, and you gotta, like, you know, work with him on. Oh my god, I'll never forget that. People were like, that guy is a piece of shit. And I was like, he's gonna save you when the.
It's evil.
Life is Strange remastered.
Evil. Was that, wait, what was, I'm trying to remember David was, which character?
David was the dad, the stepdad.
Oh, yes.
He was a total piece of shit.
He was. But
he
came through.
And make sure to keep
That's what I'm saying.
on the Life is Strange channel.
Yeah, and
why are you still sticking up for David? Because I was right.
The way I played it, I did what you did. I was like, you know, you just gotta reach him on a level. He is a dick, but
yeah,
there's more
like,
to him.
Yeah, he's like a dick, but he's not like an evil guy.
Yeah.
The evil dude, which by the way, can I just mention I called the bad guy in the first like 20 minutes
really
of the game, because I was like, as a former teacher, I was like, this he's up to no good. I was like,
something doesn't check out.
I was like, this guy,
Presto Changeo, thanks for the follow.
Call the police on this man.
Immediately sus.
Oh yeah, immediately. I knew. I was like,
Durgans!
Yo, what the shit?
Fantasies!
Yo, what?
Wait, this is the Athia
everyone.
one.
I'm Ella Valinska. Today, I am super
Hello, Ella.
excited to finally announce that
I like your gap. Gap gang.
Title Project Athia, a brand new IP from Square Enix and Luminous Productions about a young woman in a beautiful yet threatening world. The development team has been working super hard to create this.
Chat, where do I recognize her voice from?
Incredibly exciting to be a part of it. Frey is a character I immediately connected with when this project was first brought to me, and I've had so much fun working with the team to bring her character to life in performance.
Does she have a gap too? Hold on, wait a minute.
Recording sessions. While we're not quite ready to reveal everything today, we do
reveal the gap.
Peek at a brand new scene from the game and the final name to share. so please enjoy.
I'm excited.
She does have kind of like a Final Fantasy 14 voice vibe. That's true. Yo, is this just like fish out of water, modern day girl ends up in fantasy world vibe?
Oh my god. Yes, please, and thank you. We're gonna have literal black girl magic.
This place as well.
With that thing out there.
This looks like the beginning of an HBO show.
It does. I'm so here for it. Forspoken.
What the hell is this game?
You gotta show. Okay.
Yo!
This is sick. Yeah, we got black girl magic, y'all. We made it.
Oh
we made it.
God.
I don't even know what's all happening, but I need this
Thank
shit.
you for joining us to
Look
see
great.
what's in store
Look
from
great.
studios across
They were like,
Square
and
Enix.
let's wrap it up. We got nothing else.
Be on the lookout for our next Square Enix Presents this summer.
Oh man. All right.
Let me switch off of this nonsense.
I'm surprised, honestly, we didn't see something Final Fantasy related.
Well, they definitely said we weren't going to get Final Fantasy related. They were like, nah.
It ain't the time.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what it's about. I don't know. I mean,
that reveal at the end was dope. I love that.
Yeah,
Forspoken.
that was neat.
But I would love to obviously see more, like, what does the combat really look like? The animations are beautiful and slick, but mechanically,
yeah, I think as far as I can tell, the biggest things we got today were Outrider footage we've kind of already seen before, but I guess it was sort of a introduction to people who have never heard of the game. We got a bunch of mobile stuff. Which is like, all right.
Surprising number.
Yeah. And then we got Balin Wonderwall, which, is great. Wonder World.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an audience for that. It's definitely not me.
No.
But
Life is Strange.
then,
I'm super here for that. I'm loving it.
Yeah. I'll definitely play Life is Strange. I will play the hell out of what is it? Forspoken? Shit, that game looks great.
Yes,
RRC.
So yeah.
And then let me remove this. Get out of there, window capture. Ooh, that's the wrong thing. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Yoink. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot
missing.
I was gonna say Avengers. I think there's a lot Avengers have done that they definitely didn't do. It seemed like they were trying to say, hey, for those of you who want more Avengers content's coming. But my question is, how many people are like, yeah, can't wait to get my hands on more great Avengers content when half of them can barely even play it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's dissect that a little bit, because I feel like it's worth talking about this, because I was excited for this game. I know you were excited too. There's a lot there that's great, and there's a lot there that just isn't working. Let's talk about what those are. Like, what do they need to do to get this game back on track?
I mean, I think right away, you mentioned a big thing, but I think there's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Just the multiplayer in general. It's supposed to be a multiplayer game where you go around and like collect loot and like upgrade your characters and like run through the same, same is relative, but like go through, like, we're gonna go boss rush a thing and we're gonna go and for a multiplayer game, it lacks a lot of multiplayer functionality that I think is needed.
Yeah.
And it just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Is it too much to break down?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, I think even the idea of the leveling system and the gear system and the differences in like stats, and there's just a lot that I think can be fixed. Like, it's Boxa in chat said the loot is boring. Yeah, I agree. And a looter game having boring loot is kind of like, why am I farming this?
Yeah.
And if you're having trouble if you're like, well, why am I farming this in a game where you're already having, like you were mentioning, connectivity issues, then why
bother?
It's a lot.
Yeah. And for anyone who missed it, what we were saying earlier, like, the big problems with connectivity with loot, that's a really big one too, with being able to play across different platforms. Like, this came at a time where like more games were already doing crossplay, and so for it to launch and not have that is just really weird. And they're fixing some of the load time issues with the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but as we mentioned earlier, I can't even get a PS5, so like that's moot for me because I can't do shit with that.
Someone in chat mentioned like a really great thing. I guess two people did, and I'm sorry because it moved and I can't see it now. But Amentor said looting makes zero sense for the characters you're playing as, and then further down, someone else, Sergeant Struther, said should be able to make your own hero. That's what it should have been. If the premise of the game was the Avengers get their, like, it goes down and the Avengers like lose, and right, then it should be that you have more new they should have been like, let's have more newer superheroes, right? Like let's have like all the Miss Marvels and things like that. Like, let's have all the new characters who like need gear. They're like, I got nothing, I have a t-shirt. And then
I'm hot guy, I got a t-shirt.
Then they got hot guy and his damn t. Like, have newer characters. Like, they could have done something like that, because everyone their brother has spent 10 plus years with Captain America and Iron Man and Thor, and we all have an idea and I'll always remember the first time I saw the trailer for this game. I was like, they all sound different from the characters I know.
Which was a good thing in my opinion.
Like, I mean, of course, for the story they're telling and all that stuff, it's fine. But like, my visceral reaction was, well, that's not the Iron Man I know, which is like a weird reaction to have to a brand new game.
I
don't know.
I feel you. It's again, like, I have minor gripes about the actual combat itself and playing it and flying around, but like also some characters just don't have really great mobility options too, which is like super concerning. They're gonna bring Spider-Man in, but like they've shown what the grappling is like with Black Widow, and it's not great. So if they can expand on that and make that great, awesome. But like, what, that she has like the one grapple, and she can, I guess, swing a little higher sometimes if you hold it, and if you upgrade your ability to do that, it's like, all right. But like, can I grapple onto things from further away now? Can I like go faster while grappling? Like, can I grapple higher? Those are all questions that I have. Like,
I mean, and I think that just adds to like the list of things that are wrong. Like, it is going, I mean, like, even the day-to-day things that you would do in the game become repetitive very quickly. And so I understand why they're like, more content's coming, but like, okay, that might fix some of the repetitive nature, but there's like so many other problems as well. And it's just, there's a lot, like, that's why I'm like, there's just a lot. There's a lot to go through about the game that needs to be fixed.
Enemy variety.
I can understand.
We're fighting the same robots and the same AIM soldiers over and over again. Like, all right, I get it. AIM is bad. Great.
I it's one of those things where, as a fan of the content and as a fan of like what they're trying to do, I'm like totally in and totally hoping that I get to play a Marvel game that, like, is awesome. But there's just a lot they still have to do. And it seemed like from today that they were like, we're going to focus on one thing. And we'll get all the content you want. But you have to have like players in your game to enjoy the content. Like, I don't know how many people are actually playing it, so I can't claim to know numbers. But I feel like they're making a lot of content for a diminishing audience.
Yeah.
And they need to get people back in order to have the content to play. I don't know.
Yeah. That's exactly what they need. They didn't do what they were supposed to do to kind of get people to be like, oh, I want to play Avengers now.
Yeah,
there's no Game Pass announcement. There's no like PlayStation Plus.
It does seem weird that if you're trying to get an audience who would be like, now free on PlayStation Plus, you know, like something like that, right? I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, the PC player base is gone, but the console player base is still solid. Interesting.
So like fighting games.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Which again, this leads to my other thing, like Guilty Gear Strive coming out 2021. There's no plans for crossplay for that. How are we this far in and you're a fighting game? You're already pretty niche. And you know that the PC player base is there, but they may dwindle if they don't have the support they need. I know it's resources. I know it's like work they have to do to make it happen, but like that shit's worth it for the longevity of your game. Like,
yeah, I mean, putting it, in chat, they were saying put it on Game Pass. Like, there's so many options of how you can get the game out there. But I guess if people are correct that on console it's fine, then I can understand why they wouldn't put it on Game Pass or on PlayStation Plus or whatever, because they don't need to. Well, right? If it's doing well on consoles, I guess they don't need to, but I don't know how well it's doing.
Outriders is immediately going to Game Pass, and that game was already fun playing it. Like, I'm sure that they didn't have to put it on Game Pass, but they did for the overall health of the game, I assume.
A game like that where it has the option to join randoms, right? Like in the game, you can just join someone's game. Having more people is better, and I can understand why. Like if I released a game, like just in like a crazy world, if I released a game that was multiplayer and the initial reaction was like, it's all right, I immediately would be like, get this shit on Game Pass and put it everywhere. I want as many people to play this as possible, so all those people who are like, it's all right, we can drown them out with people who got it for free who love it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I would do that in a heartbeat. And so when people don't, I'm like, I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah. I'd be like, give it to people.
What would you say overall about the event? Were you happy? Were you meh? Were you sad?
I mean, I kind of knew going in what we were gonna get. So I wasn't expecting to see like Final Fantasy VII R2 or anything like that. I imagine most big announcements will be later. I think this was let's get all of the things that we aren't going to talk about in the summer out of the way. Because summer's going to be the E3 kind of like our own little press conference. And we're going to talk about all these games. And if they want to make a Deus Ex 3, you know what? That would be the time to talk about it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I think, there will be a lot of stuff that they'll get to. I mean, obviously I was looking forward to seeing what the new Life is Strange was going to be. And I was not at all prepared for Forspoken. I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that game is, but like the 8 seconds we saw of it, I was like, whoa.
Someone in chat, I saw them say Warframe, and I was like, oh yeah, we got some Warframe fans in there.
See? I mean, like there's the crazy thing is they have so many properties they could mess with, but I don't know if there's the motivation at a company level to like, let's dig into the archives. I mean, Outriders will be fun. I don't know if it'll be like a smash success. I might be allergic to smash successes. I'm trying to think of everything that we saw. I mean, to me, it seemed like it was, if I had to give it a grade, I would grade the way I graded in school. It was a valiant effort, but it's a C. Like it's a solid C because you didn't like do anything crazy and new. And the one crazy new thing you did was like a little bit of it, right? It's like an average grade.
Yeah.
We're not going to grade on a curve. No curves needed here.
Yeah.
It's a C. Like, it's a solid C.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Yeah, like, look, you're passing. You're gonna move on to the next grade. You could probably get into a college, but you're not. But you're not getting into, like, you're not going Ivy League. Let me just tell you, it's not gonna happen. You didn't put in the work.
Yeah.
But I think that yeah, it gave me what I wanted, but it didn't give me anything that blew me away until the very, very end. And even then, I'm still not really sure what I saw.
Yeah.
So I'll have to like go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What were your thoughts?
I'm pretty much aligned with what you were thinking. My big like deciding factor of whether this was going to be a great show or not was what they did with Avengers. And I do appreciate that we got a Black Panther announcement, but
sure,
anyone who's been following the game already saw the leaks and already knew that was coming. So for many of us, it was just like, all right, we just already knew. I just want to see what he looks like in here. And he, obviously he looks great. We have no idea how he plays or, what the environment's going to really be like when you're in the area and exploring, what his mobility options are going to be. I was hoping to see stuff like that. I was hoping to see the stuff that we talked about being addressed or talked about, or, hey, here's where we are with Avengers. Here's our studio update of the state of Avengers, right? Like, I wanted that. And then from there on, I just could have mentioned, here's what's already coming in our roadmap. And here are all the fixes we're making to the game based on what you all told us you wanted from your heroes. And, even down to the fact that, like, someone in my chat also just said that Nightmare Gorilla, some characters don't feel like they do as much damage as they should. Like, even though Thor is stronger in a lot of ways than the other characters, like, he should be f***ing people up a little more often than he is. And
can I ask you a question?
Please.
Maybe this is just me, and maybe I have like a redhead thing, but is Black Widow stronger than Thor at Endgame? Like, at the end of the game, when you're like higher level, is Black Widow stronger than Thor?
I think technically she can't take hits as well as he can, but she is stronger. So she's the glass cannon. But
I mean, it's just like, I imagine like Thor is supposed to be like,
God.
Thor is Thor, a literal god. I don't know. It just seems crazy to me. Yeah, that the way they had to balance characters, you're like, I mean, I get you have to overbalance Hawkeye and Black Widow. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
They are literally just humans who are like really good at their jobs. Right?
They got super soldier serum, so they're like above average,
Yeah, but what, compared to the others, one is a literal green monster, the other is a god. You have a man who is like the richest man on earth who has all these amazing suits that like are made of indestructible materials, and then you have like a super spy and a guy who shoots arrows well
with a t-shirt on.
I understand you have to like bump them up to make them amazing.
Yeah,
but statistics wise, stat wise, at the end of the game, I feel like Black Widow is unstoppable.
She's ridiculous.
She's very good.
And it's super weird too that the characters they chose to, like, the first DLC character is Kate. The second DLC character is Guy Kate. It's like, okay.
Yeah. That is a weird choice.
We wanted to see more of like the over the top characters, and you gave us more people in jeans. Got it.
We need hot guy. Get hot guy in here.
Hot girl.
Hot guy in the Avenger. Those are my two favorite quotes for the entire thing. Oh, hey, it's hot guy.
From the Avengers.
That's a great line read. From now on, I'm just going to call them the Avengers. The Avengers.
It's settled. That's just what they're going to be.
Canonically, from now on, I think that the idea that they should have just come out and like, you're right that they should have just had a talking face, be like, here are the changes we're making to the game. This is what we're doing. It's all coming soon. Rather than be like, and now more story stuff.
Yeah.
I think this entire press conference, if they wanted an easy B score, cut 10 minutes of the entire press conference. Seriously, we could have cut a bunch of Outrider stuff.
Yeah.
Because they've already done it. They did a solo Outrider event already.
Yeah.
Like they did a stream about it. Just say like it's coming soon. Here's an awesome new gameplay trailer or demo, or like here's a boss fight, or just give us like 5 minutes of something awesome and be like, coming soon, idiots. And then jump into your mobile stuff. And if you want to do that entire mobile segment, fine, keep it. Great. Like, boom, we're done. Moving on. Right. And then if we're going to go to Tomb Raider, great. Look at all the Tomb Raider things coming. That was fine. And then jump into Avengers and be like, hey, this is what we're doing for Avengers. We're very excited about what's coming. We've heard you. And this is the changes we're going to make. And then, jump into Life is Strange. And since this was touted as a Life is Strange thing, drop all that Life is Strange stuff. We'll take it.
Hell yeah.
We'll even take a Balin Wonderland song. Great. Wonderworld, whatever that. We'll take that too. And then if they really wanted to like knock socks off, give us a little bit more of that cool game at the end for Spoken. And I would have been like, easy B.
Easy
B.
Easy claps, y'all. We were here for it. It's just that it's hard. Like you gotta like coordinate with all the studios to make sure they can send their clips in the right amount of time so that you can broadcast it and make sure.
I like how we say easy B, and I'm like, that would not be. That would have been easy.
That's what they would need to do to improve it. But it's all a logistical nightmare. Like I'll give credit where credit's due. Y'all, Square, y'all are doing the best you can, especially with COVID and shit. I get it, but
I think that any company that's doing anything right now, I mean, I'm very lenient on video game devs at the moment, where I'm like, look, I get no one's actually working 100%. I'm like, if you're making games right now, you are, I don't know, you're
a hard worker,
doing better than me. Yeah, I don't blame anyone for being like, our release window is 2022. Like, yeah, all right, that checks out.
Yeah. Give yourself enough time. Do what you got to do. I get it. Get them bills paid. And so I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it. No, sorry.
Nightmare Gorilla was saying that I think the reason why they did Clint and Kate is because there's a TV show coming out that was supposed to have come out before COVID hit. So that's why there's so much I guess they want to do some cross pollination and excitement there, which makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder what if you watch the Nintendo events, if you watch all these other things, especially like the way people reacted to like, where is our 25th anniversary of this? Or where's, like people were demanding some acknowledgement of Zelda stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think we got that.
Nope.
And I feel like if we can all agree at the end of that controversy, that's weird, that moment to be like, it's literally COVID. It is bad. Like people are barely working. To be like, maybe next year we'll get ourselves a fun little thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's awkward and rough. But I don't know. I wonder if at least Avengers, even in an awful rough year, they decided to focus on the wrong thing, or maybe it was all part of a plan already. Like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, where it feels like their path that they set for themselves, they've not deviated from it.
Right.
It feels like they said, we're going to do this and this and this. And it feels like somewhere along the way, someone should have said, we need to get on the off ramp and pull over and refill the tank, because something is missing here.
Yeah.
And we're going to break down if we keep going where we're going.
Yeah.
And I feel like they just haven't done that.
Yeah.
And it seems like everyone, at least gamer side, player side, agrees what the Avengers need to do. But it's weird that they aren't like, we are going to try and fix that. They're like, no. Here's new content.
Here's more story. That's what you wanted, right? More story. And to their credit, the story, and it was real good. Real good. I had a great time experiencing it.
Yeah, it's I can understand why people in chat were like, it'd be great if it's impossible from a gameplay designer standpoint, but the idea of like the story was what we got, but then all the extra stuff was like younger, newer characters, right? Like different characters. Gameplay design wise, that would be hell. Because you would like, how do we design all these different like sets and abilities for all these different people?
Yeah.
Even for ones that you never use outside the main story, right?
Right.
But I do like the idea. It just would be, I don't know how many millions you would have to throw away to make that happen. You'd be like, yeah. You played 18 hours of Iron Man, but you can't. Although you could be, what is her name? My brain just died.
Squirrel Girl.
Not Squirrel Girl. The chat, help me out. Ironheart.
Yes.
Like you could use the same tool, like the same abilities that Iron Man has, but it's Ironheart.
Yeah.
Like that kind of vibe where it's okay. And so you can explain in game why you need to get all of these bits and bots to put on yourself and armor to make yourself look cool. And then you can kind of like, I don't know, just something a little more than Iron Man needs to get better Iron Man suits for reasons.
Upgrades.
Yeah, like Bucky for Cap. I think all those things could have been super fun.
Yeah.
Like the way they could have done stuff. I would even take like a She-Hulk for Hulk.
Oh God, yes.
Great.
Oh
that
yes.
Great.
I would love a She-Hulk.
That would have been amazing.
I want to see Storm. I want to see her get some play. Like I want to see Captain Marvel in this game. Like I wanted to see some hints that she was coming in some kind of way as well. Like I see the character creator would be dope too. Like you said.
this could have had a lot Young Justice but Avengers. I mean, kinda, yeah. I think this game has a lot of potential to be that thing where they're like, we're gonna add new characters and this, and it can have longevity. But in order to have longevity, they have to have a player base. Yeah. And in order to have a player base, they have to fix the problems with multiplayer because that's what the game is. That's what the game is.
Yep. Exactly.
I haven't watched it yet, but I think the guys at Kinda Funny did a video either a day or two ago that's like literally titled "How to Fix Avengers." So I mean, like, it isn't just a we talking thing, and I think it's everyone who's played this game has roughly the same opinion. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they probably have the same opinion that multiplayer needs to be fixed drastically.
Yeah. I'm nervous, man. Like they mentioned their roadmap and how long they want to support this game, and like I feel y'all like you can do it, but you're not gonna be doing it for a lot of people down at that road unless you fix this shit.
Yeah. I know. And it does, at least for me. If they're gonna spend all that time on Avengers, I'm over here like Deus Ex 3 would be lovely. But studios can only spend their time on so many things, so I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, you just hope it doesn't become another Anthem. That's not gonna happen. Anthem is an Anthem because
that's an Anthem problem.
Yeah, that was a mess from start to finish. That was a game that they should have scrapped and moved on.
Damn.
I don't know what everything I've read about that game screams from moment one. They should have been like, we need to stop. We should just do anything else.
Reroll.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to know when to just be like, look, we were way off the mark and we gotta, yeah.
We talked about this during one of the podcasts recently of there was a video that someone put up of their E3, like it was a EA State of Play E3 thing, and I think it was Greg Miller was with Jason Casey, or it might have been someone else, and all throughout the interview, it was like a 3-minute long interview, and that's all the time they spent talking about Anthem that year. And in the background, you see all the workers there listening in on the conversation, and they're just like, what are you talking about? None of that happened. We told y'all what to do. What do you mean? Like, you can see it all their face, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember that.
That was some funny
and
shit.
I'm not sure what else I can add because it was really funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's EA press conferences are something to behold every time. They're always like, there's always like a real treat in them. You're just like, get out of the what? Yeah. We have a lot of good every year. We always have at least one great meme to come out of them. It's just like, oh no. Yeah, that is you're absolutely right. It's I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, chat's talking about sunken cost fallacy. Yeah, I think they just thought we put so much money in this, we have to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder about games like that and console money. Does that make any sense? Like when Xbox or PlayStation's like, we want to pay you and we'll help fund the cost of your game.
Mm-hmm.
And we get X, Y, or Z from it. And I definitely think that's what happened with Cyberpunk.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
For sure. Like Cyberpunk, they were like, you promised us this game at this time for our consoles.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, okay.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I mean, I have to believe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like, I have to believe that because
the Cyberpunk, they were just like, are you sure you want it released now?
Because they kept pushing it back.
Yeah.
And it feels like that, you know, that has to be what happened.
Yeah.
The console money was involved. Because that happens frequently.
Yeah.
Where a publisher or some sort of console is just like, this is what we need to get done. And we need it done by this day. And you promised, and we gave you $30 million to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Cyberpunk was internal. Look, I mean,
there had to be something that happened.
Yeah.
In addition to the internal struggles.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy and simple to blame both BioWare and Cyberpunk for like a game not being successful out the gate, right? Like it makes sense. But there's so many other things involved that to say it was like the managers managed it poorly. You're telling me that if it was internal only, that poor management would lead them to be like, well, of course this game is acceptable, release it. Even idiot managers know to be like, hold on, the game's not ready. Oh, I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So Cyberpunk was self-published. Yeah, but that's,
they have investors.
They have investors. They like CDP is literally a public traded stock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, there's a lot going on. So before you like destroy, you know, an entire company, there's a lot going on. And you're allowed to be like, I hate them and I never want to play their games again. And that's fine. I mean, for a while, I wouldn't touch like Square Enix games. Like real talk, Final Fantasy 13 put me off like that entire 10-year period.
Yeah.
You couldn't get my ass to touch a Square Enix game. It would not happen. I would be like, I hate what this company has done to the franchises I love. It's fine. It's totally fine to be like, I dislike A for reason B, and then like later on be like, all right, well, they're turn things around, and like it's a company, not a person, no matter what people try to sell you, like tell you. And so you're allowed to waver in your opinions and be fine.
Yeah.
But Deus Ex with Square Enix, I guess you're right. At the time, I didn't realize that. I thought it was Idios Interactive. So, you know, whatever. They got me with one of them, and then I had to come back for the second one. It's fine. Did 15 make up for 13, though? Nah, 15 didn't make up for 13. But I loved 15's, like, 4 dudes on a road trip vibe. I thought that was super fun. The game, the story was like, what the hell? But also remember, 15 was being made, like 15 was supposed to be one of the 13 games.
13 verses, yeah.
It was 13 verses. So like I didn't expect that to be good anyway. Me coming away like, you know what? I kind of liked a little bit of that.
I expected to like it. I expected to like it a lot, and I was real salty when it wasn't. It just. So I remember coming in on your stream, watching you play some of the DLC, and I was like, dude, like this is just how that shit should have been.
It was incomplete. It was an incomplete game.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is it was so incomplete that I don't, there's a lot of incomplete games that come out and people like rage. I can't figure out why no one raged about Final Fantasy 15. And maybe because it didn't land or you think it would have had the hype. I don't know. Like there was no rage, anger. People were just like, well, that's a shame. It was weird. It was very weird.
I think it was just I think people I was tired. Like I was consuming all this Final Fantasy 15 stuff. There was a drink that came out with it. There was an anime. There was like a mini game that came out before. There was like
to the theater
a
and watched
movie.
The movie. I watched the movie. Yeah.
There was just all this shit that led up to it, and then we finally play it, and then we were just like, fucking, come on, man. Like
I knew it was gonna be bad when honest to God, I knew the game wasn't gonna be great when the very first boss, you meet him for the first time and kill him within 6 minutes. He shows up and is like, Prince Noctis, I'll stop you now. My name is Lucius Von Gucius. and he's like, yeah, and he like drops down this like robot, and you're like, oh shit. A new villain. I can't wait to fight this guy like 8 times over the course of the game. He's like, no, you've killed me. And you're like, wait, what? Why do I need to know that guy's name then? I don't even give a shit. Like, who is that? Who cares? Who cares about that guy?
So insignificant.
But around the main 4 was kind of garbage. But like the main 4, I actually really liked that story. I liked the 4 of them together. I liked their relationship. I liked the way they talk. I liked it so much that I was upset that the English version butchered the ending.
Wait, how did the English version butcher the ending more than it was?
This upset me. So all right. Minor spoilers. I'm going to avoid most of it.
Yeah.
But you're aware that in Final Fantasy 15, those 4 boys go through. Actually, those 3 boys go through shit for their friend.
Yes. Yes, they
like
do.
Go through so much for Noctis, and it's like this dude, Noctis owes them the world.
Yes.
And they have that one last campfire scene. And in the English version, they like spill their guts to him, and it's like, dude, this is right before the final battle, and like, we are there for you, Noctis. We're your boys. And Noctis in the English version is like, thanks, guys. And in the Japanese version, he's like, I love you guys. And I was like, we can't say that shit. Oh, I was like, this man cannot see now.
Oh,
he cannot see. I was like, Noctis, you bitch. Oh, it's so mad.
You can't use the love word.
I was like, how dare you?
Oh,
how dare you? Oh, I was so upset. I was like, these 3 boys have gone so hard for you. And he's like, thanks, guys. I was like, no.
Appreciate it. Cool.
I was like, are you kidding me? Say, like, these men have literally spent decades of their life
for you
trying to fight and save your dumb ass, and you're just like, okay, that's pretty cool.
He's like,
okay.
Oh god, I was so upset. It's that kind of thing where I was like,
the rage builds. They're freed.
The English version was, you guys are the best. That's even worse.
That's even worse.
The best. You guys are so
awesome.
Thanks, dudes.
Yeah.
Now let me get out my Coleman grill and let's make a pizza.
One of you is really good at cooking, right? Yeah, let's have you do it.
That's it.
The blind one. Yeah.
He's like, I can't
see the tools.
I can't cook anymore.
The only thing that brought me joy in this life, I can no longer do. I did it for you, Noctis.
Hey, pull out the old Coleman and can't you cook us something? He's like, I can't anymore, Noctis. That is literally the plot of the game. Like, you gotta do it now. The other friend has like a gash in his chest, and he's like, I have heart problems now, Noctis.
You gotta slow down.
Noctis, you gotta slow down. I can't run too fast or I will die, Noctis. I just, it's so upsetting that he's like, you guys are the best.
Oh, that was a disaster.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, you can be like, oh, that sucked, and still enjoy a thing from the exact same company. That's the point I was trying to make before we got sidetracked into realizing that Final Fantasy 15 has emotional issues, deep-seated emotional issues.
There's a lot of unappreciating going on, and someone on the dev team wanted us to know.
Noctis, whatever his name is, Lucius Noctis Calum, or whatever the hell his damn name is, you suck. I hate you.
You're the worst.
You had the power to fly, and you didn't have the power to love, bro.
You know, they say love is elevating, but maybe Noctis. He's the one guy who disagrees.
You guys are the best. I can't believe that's the line. I can't. They're all sitting around the campfire. Like one guy like has a mortal wound. One guy can. It's just like,
you know, this is their last mission.
Yes, literally their last mission. And he's like, "Thanks, dudes. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to my road trip to my wedding, dude." Thanks, dudes. So
till death do us part, right?
I can't believe like there's so much wrong with that game, but I was like, I enjoyed it. Yeah, you're definitely allowed to be like, that game sucks or this choice sucks, or and you can do that with CDP, you can do that with Nintendo, you can do that with EA. Like there's still gonna be some things. I think we go really hard on like hating a company when like X number of people are pieces of shit, when most of the company is not pieces of shit.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
There's a lot of people who work at these companies and they can't all be assholes. They can't.
I mean, there's some companies where you think maybe they're all assholes, but most people, I would imagine, are just devs who are like, I'm just trying to get a paycheck, dog. Like, I'm just working here.
They don't pay me to make the big decisions. I'm just here to make sure this shit works. This thing right here.
Yeah, like everyone that I know is like, at least the last few days have been like, Activision Blizzard.
Oh, man.
Just because the people higher up are like the worst. There are a lot of devs there who just, I cannot begin to tell you how many people I've known in my life who have been so excited to go work at Blizzard. Because it's like their dream. They played Warcraft back in the day and they were huge WoW nerds. Now they get to go work at a place they like love. And they're like low on the totem pole dudes who are just there like coding a thing.
QA.
And they just want to like be a part of it. They're definitely not like the people at the top are
out of touch.
Yeah, I mean, you can even say Ubisoft stuff, all the different people at Ubisoft who were in the higher ups who are just like, but at the end of the day, most of those people aren't like in games. They're in money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
So like when I mentioned Splinter Cell earlier, that was like a Freudian slip there because like I want another Splinter Cell game. And for some reason I was like, obviously there's going to be a Splinter Cell announcement of Square Enix. Like there was just, I had a momentary lapse.
You hoped it escaped. You hoped it got out of there.
Someone got a hold of it and started doing something with it, you know?
Yeah.
Some execs up there decided that we don't need another Splinter Cell game, but we do.
I mean, people chat like Ubisoft, the sexual assault company. Look, no one is denying that there are some people there who are bad dudes.
Yeah.
But like, boy, I hope that's not the case for 90% of everyone else who works there who just like is trying to get their job done.
Right.
You know, we definitely always color with broad strokes when it comes to the gaming industry. Like this guy in charge did a thing, so the whole company's trash. And like, it's easy when the company hasn't put out many games that you love recently. It's easy to be like, and that's why they're garbage.
Right.
And I've definitely been, I can easily be accused of doing that with some companies where I'm like, and this is why they're garbage lately. But like, truthfully, you know, it's bigger than just one person, but
right.
You know, that's why those people should be fired. Right, like the bad people should be removed from the company.
Yeah,
so the good people can get their job done
without all this noise of this person. Yeah, like that. I know a lot of people who work at Ubisoft who aren't those people who, you know, have been doing all this terrible shit, and there's some awesome people working at that company. Like real talk, but that's not all the execs. It's not all the people. It's just, you know.
But the sad thing is they're the face, right? The executives are the face of whoever is there. And that's why it's so easy to color the company, because if the person in charge is setting such a bad example, you can extrapolate that if the person in charge is a piece of shit, there are a lot of pieces of shit below the person in charge who are going unscolded or unnoticed. Right. And I can understand why people be like, well, it's a problem company-wide. But like, I have to believe, for the sake of my own belief in the goodness of people, that the vast majority of people are just like devs trying to make something they love.
Yeah.
Like I really have to believe. I can't be like, and they're all pieces of shit. Like that is not comport with my worldview. I refuse to accept it.
So
I can't do it.
Apparently there is a new Splinter Cell game coming, but it's VR, which is an Oculus exclusive.
I could see that being fun. Yeah, I could see it being fun.
Definitely, but I'm also like confused as to why it's a VR exclusive thing.
Is it exclusive?
Oculus exclusive, yeah. And it's like, I don't have an Oculus, but I do love me some Splinter Cell. Why did you choose this to be the exclusive thing?
I wonder how it would work. Because the whole point of Splinter Cell-y stuff is like, I'm sneaking and I'm murdering, I'm sneaking and I'm murdering, I'm breaking in the door.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah, so how would you do that in VR?
Well, you would just have to like use the analog stick to slowly move around, peek around corners, and then go up to someone and
But just imagine if we lived in a future where we had VR gloves.
Yeah.
Like tactile VR gloves.
Yeah.
And like we could do we're moving and we're hiding, and instead of just like, one of my biggest thing, even though I love Half-Life Alyx, for example, loved it, phenomenal game, crazy good, but I still can't get over the fact that like really the movement was, and I'm warping here,
right,
and I'm warping here,
right,
and I'm warping here. I wish that we could, I don't know, move on our VR tech and like, I'm ready for, where's my wheelie floor?
Yeah,
it feels like I'm moving. Have you ever? Whenever the world opens up again, whenever the world comes back to life, have you ever been to a thing called, what is the name of it? It's right outside Disneyland here in LA. There's one here in LA, there's one in New York, and I think there's one in Chicago.
Okay.
And it's a VR thing. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but the one they have in Disneyland is Star Wars, right?
Okay.
And literally, it is the future. And since I've done it once, I need it in my life. So when you get there, you have the void is what it's called. Yeah,
the void.
You have gloves. You have maybe not gloves. I think you have a vest.
Okay.
And a helmet that's attached to the vest.
Okay.
And I can't remember if they gave you gloves or not. I don't think it were gloves. I think that was it. It was just a vest and a helmet. And you like put the helmet on, and now you're in this VR world, but you're literally moving, your body's moving, you're touching things. And it's like, I'm going to say, that like BS 4D thing they keep talking about, right? It's like, you can feel it and the wind's in your hair, right? It's that.
Yeah.
It's that. And you play as rebel spies. And when you go in, you get a whole video with, what is that character's name? Well, one of the characters from Rogue One. Is like talks to you,
okay,
and is like and is giving thing, and then you like look at everyone in your. It was Cassian Andor, yes. And so he gives you this whole speech, and he's like, "All right, I need you to infiltrate this base. You're all going to be dressed up as stormtroopers." So when you look around the room, everyone who's with you, is dressed like a stormtrooper. And I think at the time I was with like Dodger, someone. No, it might have been one of my friend's girlfriends, but she was very short. And so there was like all of us in a really short stormtrooper. It was hilarious. And so like I guess the way the sensors work is the vest is all the technology and all the like haptic feedback and stuff.
Okay.
And your visor must have like a line down the middle, because if you hold this hand up here, it looks like a stormtrooper glove. It's so neat.
Wow.
You hold this hand up here, it looks like a stormtrooper glove. But if you do this, it like glitches out and a hand appears here. But it's like this hand. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But so you can see like some of the, the back end stuff.
Yeah.
But you go into this, it's like, all right, board this ship, and we're gonna land you on Mustafar, and you're gonna infiltrate Darth Vader's fortress. And we're like, oh! And so he's like, when you get there, I need you to find weapons, and you need to like shut off this system, and then find this thing that's hidden there that we need for the Rebel Alliance. And we're like, let's do this shit.
That sounds amazing.
So you go in, and you walk on in, and you enter a ship, and you can sit down, you can move around, and the ship like moves and shakes, and you can touch the glass, and it feels cold, like the coldness of space. And you're like, what the? A droid rolls by, and you can literally touch the top of his head as it moves by. But it I don't know what it is in real life, but in VR, it's a droid rolling by, and you're like, oh. And then when you land, the door opens, and because you're on Mustafar and you see the lava, waves of heat hit you. And it's like scorching hot, and you get out, and you're on a moving platform, and you can feel the wind blow by you, and the platform is shaking as you're moving. And I was like, I would love to know a top-down view of what we're actually doing.
Right.
Because I can't imagine we had moved more than 10 feet. We weren't on a real moving platform. That would actually be dangerous. But what we were doing, I have no clue. Did you try to jump the lava? No, because I was so real VR. It's like that one VR demo where you're like on a chair on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
You literally, your body is like, do not jump, idiot. Do not jump. Because your body thinks it's real. So because we're moving and we feel the heat and the wind, and you're on a cart that's like shaking as you're moving over the lava, your body's like, we're over lava right now, dude. And you get to a certain point where you find the guns, and you pick up a blaster rifle, and you're holding an actual blaster rifle in real life. Wow. I mean, it could have been a piece of wood for all I know, but you're holding a blaster rifle, and you see it in the game, like in the VR game. Then stormtroopers show up, and they like, I knew stormtroopers showed up because I got shot in the back by one, and it like, my whole body jiggled. I was like, oh, I turned around, I was like, they're here. It was so, there's one point at the end where Darth Vader shows up, and we're all like, hide. But as we were hiding, we kept like taking pot shots at him. And he just deflects it with his lightsaber, and our friend Davis, he kept getting hit with the blaster bolts. He got shot like 15 times. He's like, stop it! Stop shooting! He's like laying in the corner, like jiggling. It was hilarious. It was so cool. And I realized, I was like, this is like, you fight a lava monster at one point. I was like, this is one of the coolest experiences I've ever been on.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they have a Ghostbuster one, and they have something else as well. Like, I couldn't believe that this was VR, and it was so simple, yet because you were in a space that was designed to like make it feel like, I imagine it was 4 rooms and we just moved from room to room, and like different heats and things turned on.
Yeah.
But it felt real, like we were there. And after 30 minutes of doing it, I walked out and I was like, I now know what people, when they saw Avatar and were like, real life is boring. I felt like that. I was like, I want to go back in there. I want to go back. I'd be that dude. When you find me, I'm like a shriveled husk. He's like, he's been in the Matrix for 84 years. Like, I'm like,
his mind lives there now.
To me. Yeah, like he lives there now. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I would love to do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm hoping for. Like, that is one step away from like holodeck.
There was a device that I think came out or was talked about or announced like 6 years ago that was basically a treadmill that like it like went around your waist so that it kept you in place or whatever. But also it was a fully rotational treadmill that you can use with VR. I don't know if that ever, the Omni treadmill, there we go, or Virtuix. I think it was the Omni one. Yeah, Virtuous Omni. I remember seeing that before and being like, is this real? Like, is this the thing that people can get now? Because like, I feel like we should have heard more about that at this point, because that would be a really good solution to not having to physically move to each room to have the movement.
So apparently, from what I can see now, originally it was something you could buy for your home, because I'm looking online, people are selling them on eBay. But it looks like Virtuix right now is doing mostly home. No, we just crashed the website. We can't get back on it. Yeah, I can't get back on it.
Well, you know,
but
the power of the community.
Yeah, it looks like Virtuix is mostly what they do now is like VR like show attraction things.
Yeah, like showroom stuff.
Yeah, where they go around the country and set up little events, and then you can go do it there. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I'm looking at a bunch of pictures right now. I'm gonna show my chat so that they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can still buy them, but it says they've only shipped 3,500, I think. Which, I mean, at 3,500 at a couple thousand a pop, I mean,
that's money right
they're
there.
not doing too bad.
Yeah.
But that, yeah, I keep wondering what the future of that would be.
Yeah.
My friend has one in his living room. Millennium King, tell me about this. Your friend has one in the living room? I need to know. What does your friend use it often? Does your friend what does your friend play with it? I gotta know these things. I can't imagine. I imagine this is like when you buy any sort of like peripheral for anything and you use it for a week and then it just sits there.
It's a big peripheral. That's just.
Yo, what is this, Vart?
Yeah. So IR528 Ivan just sent me that, and he was like, "Yeah, here's another thing that's just like that, but with like two. It takes up a little more space than the Omni One prototype. Yes, a little more space.
Yes, it does. Wow." He buys a lot of weird stuff like that. Your friend has, apparently they have these things in arcades. The Vart, yeah, I mean, it looks like an arcade machine. I remember when I was very young, and I can pinpoint the exact time period because I was in San Francisco with my parents on a vacation, and we were eating on the piers for lunch one day. And I know the time period exactly because they were filming the movie The Rock on Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And sitting near us was Sean Connery. So I know I can pinpoint this time period. So it was like that 93, 94 kind of vibe. And I remember going to one of the piers and they had an arcade. And in the arcade, they had virtual reality where you can move in the virtual reality machine. And at the time, the virtual reality was literally like you shooting cubes in space. It was very basic. It was like, oh no, a pyramid's coming for you. Pew, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
But you were moving on a treadmill and it was just like this, except much bigger. Like it was, you could actually move from one end of the treadmill to the other. But I can't remember what that thing was called, but it was so old. This is, we're talking at this point 26, 27 years ago.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's been around a while. This technology's been there.
Yeah.
I think it's just no one can find a way for mass market appeal for people to
actually have it in their homes.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's the issue of obviously like cost, but also like space. Like can you really put something like that in your closet when you're not using it? Is there a way to collapse it so that it's, you can do that? Like that would be dope. But
yeah,
I don't know if that actually is the case.
I feel like it's a sex doll problem. Right?
Yeah.
I always see these like weird things online, like get yourself a love doll. I'm like, where would a person put that?
Under their bed. When they have loved ones come
under
over.
my bed. It ain't fitting under there. And I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Leave that lady on the couch?
Just chilling.
I could never have a person over ever again. How would I ever explain that?
This is a prototype model for my new game coming out in 2050.
I would never be able to. I'd be like, I don't know what to, I have. If you're in on that, you have given up on reality. You're like, look, I know I'm not ever going outside again. I'm never having it. So that's fine. Like, you have to be in all the way. Like, look, I understand. I will never move on from this. This is the peak of my existence. This is as far as I'm going. I'm just saying, it feels like a lot of work. What would I do with it? I could never. My parents would come over and be like, "What the hell is this?" Like, what do you mean?
It's my game controller.
Holy crap. Rudism, I need to now send. I need to figure out what those damn things are called and send him one of those dolls and be like, make this a game controller.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, Rudism could be the one to do it. We should talk to him. We should just have a candid conversation in the DMs.
Every cent for that to happen. I would die if he could make that happen. Holy crap. I don't even know what game it'd be for. It'd have to be for something great like Mario. Like, really awkward.
Really?
Like Bowser's Fury on my robot girlfriend. Oh my god.
And then the breast will just be, the analog sticks, and we have some ideas.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Oh my god.
We need to make it happen.
Yeah.
I started Kickstarter.
Donkey Konga! Oh no! Oh, that is the worst, best idea I've ever heard.
Beat Saber.
These are terrible. This is how you get removed from the internet. Oh, I need to message him and be like,
so,
dear sir, I would like to make you an offer
that you can't refuse. It's actually just too good to refuse.
Oh no. That is a terrible idea.
Let's just start a Kickstarter campaign for him and then tell him about it afterwards.
I don't want to involve anyone else. I don't want anyone else's blood money involved in this terrible thing. I don't want to have to owe anyone anything. If I'm going to buy one for him, I'm doing it from my own pocket so I can be like, this is a you know what? Just like Anthem. This is a terrible idea. We shouldn't do this. Like, someone has to be there to be like, look, I don't owe an audience anything. We shouldn't do this. We tried it and it looks terrible and we shouldn't do this.
Oh, so good. Omni has raised $12 million and has 5K investors. Wow.
I can understand why Omni One would have more investors. Just like looking at the design, you aren't. When you looked at the other one,
which apparently was a scam, the other one.
Yeah. But like when you look at the most of the VR treadmill things, they have you in sort of a entertainment area, and when you move too far, you're kind of like leaning over it and being held in.
Yeah.
And no one walks like that, or is like that's not comfortable for anyone.
Right.
So having it where it actually looks like you can run full run.
Yeah.
And walk like a normal person.
Yeah.
I think that's neat. I think that's very cool.
Yeah. It's sick. I really, really dig that. I'm looking at his legs and like they're not extending all the way out, so you just have to make sure you don't extend your legs completely when you're doing the run. But I mean, like, just imagine the implications for not only exercise, but just playing Half-Life Alyx, for example, and being able to like literally shift your body to do all those things that you would normally be a little afraid to do because all these statues in the background. I don't want to fuck any of that up. Like.
Let me see if I can show people I guess I can save image as, because to me, what this is you're totally right. It looks like a guy who's kind of holding back his run. Is that playable?
Yeah, Ready Player One vibes is now life, right?
So like you can see that what this guy can do, but his run does look like stunted.
Yeah.
Right. It looks like he's holding back his run, but everything, like if they made the pad bigger, even just, I don't know, like a few more inches.
Thanks for the follow,
like if they
Shift
could
House,
give
by the way.
6 or 7 more inches on that thing. Like just look at the way he's running. Everything else, the sneaking, the crouching, the crawling, the jumping, looks neat. The run, it does look like a guy who's like, I don't want to run faster than this little kid. I'm trying not, like, I don't want this little kid to think I'm not going to beat him.
Yo, Shift House, thank you so much for the
does have that vibe. It's really neat. I definitely think that's also the future. The idea that you're like strapped in back instead of the front. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, give you full range of motion because you don't really need behind you for anything unless you're taking out a bow and arrow or whatever. But
yeah, and I like imagine this with a horror game or with any sort of shooter or with any like there's so many things that you could do with this concept as long as it's high quality, because I can imagine the back of that thing if it's plastic that thing's falling apart quick. This thing's but yeah, you're absolutely right. It does look like Assassin's Creed, chat. You're like that Assassin's Creed, like stick them in the Animus.
Yeah,
it does have that vibe.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I would love that. I would absolutely love it.
Because if it can't hold at least 500 pounds, it's not worth buying. Here's the thing. I am convinced that anything like this, you have to imagine the destroy potential.
Yes.
Because if you everything I buy, I always think about like, okay, I am having a party and 2 friends jump on X. Will it survive? Because that's gonna happen.
Yes.
You know you're gonna end up at a party and one of your friends is gonna be like goofing around, and then like another friend's gonna jump on that thing, and then it's done.
Dunzo. That's like what, $1,000. Hold on, how much is it? The developer kit is $995.
How much is it?
A developer kit? Well, only offer the
dev
treadmill
kits.
portion. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, I think, imagine playing Monster. Like, there's so many fun things you could do on this. Does it say what the weight limit is? I imagine it's going to be what normal weight limits on things are, which I believe it's always 300, I think, is usually what it is.
Okay.
But I think that's what it is for most things, but I do not know. I couldn't even tell you. I don't have a list in front of me of what it is.
Gotcha. Now they need to find a John Woo add-on where you can do slow-mo dives, right?
It's $2,000, is what it says it's going to be.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's one of those things. Yeah, I mean, you would imagine 300 is plenty, but I'm talking about a world in which you have like 300 walking, fine. But if you're like
jumping,
I got 2 friends jumping on it, being goofs, or one friend who is like, I mean, I think we all know how people act the first time they're in VR. Like goofy as hell, jumping around, freaking out. Like the floor space needs to be bigger. That like walk path needs to be bigger, and you need like, or else you're just gonna end up breaking this thing. And it needs to be made of like strong material.
Yeah,
I just keep thinking of ways it couldn't break, and I'm like, it's like, have you ever seen that big that like robot chair where you like lean back in it and it has the monitor? It like comes down in front of you.
Yeah.
Every time I look at that, everyone's like, man, I really want to get one of those. And all I can think about is the ways it can break. It's like each of those little legs is just plastic. The top part, the TVs are built into it. So I'm like, if the TVs ever break, that's it. You're done.
You can't really just pop a new one in there.
That's real dad energy. I'm just letting you know.
Be practical.
As I get into my practical self where I'm trying to get rid of stuff in my life.
Right.
When I buy new things, I'm thinking, all right, do I need this? And if I do get it, how much value am I going to get out of this thing? Yeah. I'm trying to have less things, everyone. Less things. Okay, Dad. I'm going to just... I already had my sex doll conversation. We're not going to get into daddy conversation. I'm going to move on.
Listen, I can talk about it. But me.
I'm going to move on.
Ivan goes, trust me, I know exactly how people act. So he used to actually work at a VR place. So he's like, this is his realm.
Yes.
He watched grown ass adults cry or do stupid shit on on those. So breakability is a really, you say it's a dad thing, but it's like a real logistical thing. If you're spending $2,000 on this, like,
yeah,
you got to know if it can take a little beating.
And you have to think about your friends. Like, I know this is a really weird practical way to think about it, but like, I don't want to be on the other side of a good friend breaking something I own, because that's always awkward. Because then you're just like, am I gonna have to ask my friend to replace a $2,000 thing? Can they replace a $2,000 thing? Do I want to be that guy that's like, you broke my, like, now you have a weird thing with your friend? Like, I'd rather just have a thing that functioned and my friend can jump on it all he or she wants, and I don't have to be like, well, you broke my $2,000 VR equipment, so
all you're thinking about when you're getting tacos and tapas is, you can afford a taco, an extra taco, but you can't afford replacing my VR set. Okay, all right, well, let's see what your priorities are.
Yeah, they can't buy their way out of it. Like that's yeah. They now have a Chewbacca life debt with you, where they have to go on all your dumb adventures. They have to. Their life is over. They have to leave their family. Chewbacca left his family for Han Solo, y'all. None of you think about that shit. Left his family.
That's
somewhere
love.
On Kashyyyk is literally a little kid and his wife, and he left their ass to go watch a dude bang his way through the galaxy.
That's it. That's all it was.
That's what he did. Poor Lumpy. That's all I'm saying.
Hi, Shelly's. How you doing?
All I'm saying. For decades, it was a life debt. Yeah. Wookiees live to be like hundreds of years old. That dude was like, I'm at least gone for 80 years of your life, little lumpy Chewbacca.
I'll come back to the other after 80. You'll be fine.
All I'm saying is, if someone breaks my $2,000 machine, they have to leave their family for me. I don't want you to ever see them again. You are now part of my team. You're my co-pilot on all my misadventures until I die. Life debt.
I don't even remember how he convinced Chewbacca to do that. Like, he freed him from his life. He saved his life, right? But like, there had to have been some like additional provision there. Like, you know what?
Chewie's just a good dude. Chewie is like, look,
But is he a good dude? He left his family.
Chewbacca is the best dude. Chewbacca is the only character in all Star Wars who isn't an asshole. Well, he's like, look, I'm just trying to get through my day. Yeah.
I'm trying to live.
Chewbacca is trying to get another day. He's been through some shit. Yeah, but the novels aren't canon anymore. It does. I mean, like, look, no matter what you believe in the story, Han Solo saves Chewbacca. That's it. Like, even in the movie, even in the books, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Different ways he's saved, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Chewie owes him a life debt. And so, like, all I'm saying is, you break my $2,000 VR machine, a life debt. That's it.
J-Man goes, I don't know what Chewie's kid's named Lumpy. It was probably Swallowbaka.
This kid, is his name. It's so dumb. In the old like Star Wars anniversary Christmas special or whatever it was, the holiday special, the kid's name was Lumpy.
And then really was.
And then they retroactively changed his name so that it would fit like the Wookiee like language.
Yeah.
I think they named him like Lumparoo or something like Lumpawaru or some shit. And they were like, yeah, that's why they call him Lumpy.
They really just wanted to keep the Lumpy thing. They're just really
Lumpy's terrible. Let's change that. They were like, no, his name's like Lumparuno. So dumb.
Lumparella.
Yeah. So there you go.
The old Lumparoo. Yeah, right.
Lumparoo. Chewie and Lumpy. Yeah, those are the two of them. He left his son Lumpy behind. He left Lumpy behind because he had a life debt. The man had a family and he left them.
You said Chewie's a good dude. I don't know, man. It sounds a lot like he's a child abandoner. Y'all, everyone talk shit about Goku being the worst dad. I don't know. This dude just up and disappeared for 80 years.
I think you might be right. Chewie was like, oh yeah, no, it's a life debt, honey. I gotta go. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man, what am I going to do about those pesky life debts?
Oh, I'm so sorry you have to raise the kids by yourself. It's a life debt. So I'm going to be like on the road with this gambling sexaholic. So, I gotta look out for him. Wink. Han's like, get in the Falcon, Chewie. And they're like, all these girls in the background, like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, I gotta go. Life debt, Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Chewie only loves his bowcaster. Yo.
Han is not Lando. Han wishes he was Lando. He is like constantly trying to be Lando. Let's not pretend. We know that Han is like out there like, man, if only I was Lando.
I can only be so smooth.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, for anyone who is not up on the best Lando story in all of Star Wars, go find the Lando comic book. It literally starts with him stealing from like this woman he just had sex with, who was like an Imperial Moff or some shit. And she's like, you would never. He's like, what are you going to do? Tell on me. And it's like, ah! And then he doesn't use a gun the entire time. He's like, I don't use guns. And you're like, oh, you are the best character. Yeah. It's like 4 or 5 issues, and it's really good if you're into comics and Star Wars. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it has like androgynous cat people that may be dating or maybe brother and sister. I'm not sure what's going on. It's crazy. It is a crazy comic. There's like a big fat troll man who has fairies that speak for him. That's crazy.
Random. But wonderful.
They were like, yeah, it's like, it's Lando Star Wars. Do whatever you want. And I'm like, yes.
Why not? You want a big fat guy with fairies that talk for him? Why not?
And that's when it happened. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is, but I like it. What's the series called? I literally think it's just called Lando. It's part of the new Marvel Star Wars comics, and it's I think just literally called Lando. I think it's a prequel, and it takes place when Lando and Lobot, like when Lobot could talk.
Oh.
When his boy could talk, and he like didn't just have the thing around his
Star Wars
nice.
Lando. Yeah, I'm looking at it right there.
It's very good. It's a very good comic. It's one of the best. I think it's my top 3 Star Wars comics. It's really good. It's really well written. It's really well written and very exciting.
I'm well ready to read this one.
Yeah. All right. Do we have anything else to talk about? I don't know what we're talking about now.
Just got off the rails. I think that covers everything. We talked about all the Square Enix stuff. We talked about EA, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
We did the damn thing.
Yeah, look, I just want new games. I want fun new games that I can play and enjoy and not have to stress about like all sorts of nonsense BS that happens at companies. So,
right.
We
can only hope.
Can I also mention that I still have my uneaten, totally burnt to a crisp Pop-Tart that was not very good.
Well, you tried. And that's all we can ask for. Like I tried with the red velvet one, and that was just real not good. It sounded like a great idea. It really did. It just didn't pan out. I think that's how we got. That was like our segue into the game, into Anthem.
Full circle.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. Right now, where can people find you on the internet so they can stalk and or watch more of your stuff? Whatever the two they just.
It's all one and the same now, right? You can watch me at pretty much everything Black Oni. Twitch.tv/Black Oni, YouTube.com/Black Oni, Twitter.com/Black Oni. I don't have the what's the one that the young kids are using these days? The TikToks. I got a TikTok, but I don't have Black Oni on there because like someone who doesn't use TikTok has it, and I don't. I have to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, I had to. I too. Mine. Jesse Cox is like young teen who I'm sure deserves it more than me. So I had to get Jesse Cox TikToks is mine. So I have nothing on it, but I had to. That was like I'm taking this name. So Jesse Cox TikToks. So there you go. Sucks.
It's great. And where can people go to see, hear, and learn more about you?
Hey, I'm the exact same way. Jesse Cox on everything. And then on TikTok, it's Jesse Cox TikToks. Nothing's there, but you can see that I probably liked on TikTok. I've discovered that TikTok's algorithm thinks that these are the things I like. Someone making food, someone complaining about someone cheating on them, someone making food while complaining someone's cheating on them. Those are the only videos I get. I don't know what it thinks it knows about me, but I keep scrolling through and it's just like, today I found out that my husband is having an affair, and it's like making pasta. I'm like, what the hell kind of combination is this?
But you watched it.
Oh, I watched all of it. The worst thing is they're always like, watch part 2 to find out. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go to their page. There's no part 2. They have 18 other parts of other things, but I'm like, hold on. You're telling me between the time you said I found out my husband's cheating on me, come for a part 2, and now you've uploaded 8 other videos that are not at all related.
What?
Did you move on from this?
Did it not actually happen?
I feel like you should be on part 2 already. And they're like, no, that'll come next week. What do you mean next week? It's like my husband left me, part 1. Watch part 2 for more information. And then the next 3 videos are about I went shopping with my friends. It happens with a frequency I do not understand TikTok. There's clearly an algorithm thing where it's like, keep them coming back, but I don't get it.
You apparently have to press not interested to stop whatever. So when I first started on TikTok, I didn't have algorithm built. I just started using it. And the thing that bothers me so much is that it doesn't ask you what you're interested in. It's just here's a bunch of kids dancing. And it's like, I don't give a shit about any of
right
this.
now and look at this and show you what mine are. Uh-oh.
Did I just say titty shots?
Take a shot of tequila without making a face. Bet you can't. And this guy is like, take a shot of tequila without making a face, and he just drinks. That's what I got. The next one was 2 baby Yodas talking to each other. The next one is a video I've seen a million times with the bees. She's smoking bees. The next one is I broke up with my boyfriend and I break up happy homes. I don't even know what this is, but I'm moving on. The next one is if your man has a beard, let's expose him. And it's her taking a video of her boyfriend without a beard and laughing at him, and he's getting more and more mad. And I'm sure if I continued, I'd find the video where they were like, my boyfriend left me. Yeah, now it's another food video.
Food, yeah. Listen,
of a very attractive woman in a bathrobe. I don't know what's happening. Why are you pulling that? Nope, now she's in a bikini. Okay, magic is happening on here. She went from bathrobe to bikini, and frankly, now the algorithm gets me.
Now it's working.
All right, Cox. How do I double like a thing? How am I and triple like?
Make the algorithm work for you.
And super like.
Yeah, the steak videos. I don't know. My picture I put up of me making the steak got a lot of attention. But I've been watching steak videos on Instagram for the past 2 years, and it's just so satisfying to the mountain cooking. They have the fire and the skillet, and they're just throwing the meat on there and seasoning it real.
I love cooking videos. Yeah, I get why they target me. I'm like, oh, if only I had the patience to make whatever that thing I'm looking at is. It's step 26. I was like, you had me after step 3. If I can't salt, pepper, throw it on fire, I'm out. It's a lot of work for me. I'm like, you telling me I gotta put 18 dry rubs on this? Get a professional in here. I don't want.
It's work.
No, thanks. Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right. Are you gonna do anything else? Can I send people to you, or are you done for the day?
I'm not done for the day, but I'm done for now. I got a couple of other things I got to do. But we are going to be doing a community night tonight. It's either going to be Smash Bros. Ultimate or maybe Uno or Apex Legends, where we just invite the community to come play with us and make some magic.
Great. Excellent.
If you're around for Uno later.
Maybe. I have to do a bunch of editing today. I have to be a boss. We have a new series coming that's like educational. And so I have to go through and edit stuff down. We have little animations we're adding and things like that. So I gotta be like a director, an editor. So wait, what? Yeah, that's right, chat. We have a little educational series coming. We're gonna try to do a new one every month. So that's my plan for today. So I have no idea how long but that's my life. I'm like, if you're wondering, Jesse seems to be stalling a lot in ending this conversation. That's because when this is over, I have to go actually work, and that shit sucks. Editing sucks. If you've never edited before, sucks. It's the worst.
I used to have a passion for making videos and editing. Don't have it anymore.
Oh no, it's terrible. Terrible. I hate it. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Yeah, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. We'll definitely do it again.
I mean, yeah, every once in a while I'll be like, hey, you want to do something? And you'll be like, I'm busy. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
That's not how that works. That's not what happens at all. Usually you're like, hey, idiot. I'm like, girl, yeah.
I love this.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Have a good one, dude.
You too, man.
Bye.
Oh, so good. So good. All right. Here's what's going to happen today. Like I mentioned before, we are going to do a community night where we're going to play some video games. Everybody, thank you for the follows, by the way. I really, really appreciate the love. I'm not ignoring any of y'all. I just wanted to make sure we kept the conversation going and kept the action going. Talked about a lot of things today. And J2 Phoenix, thank you for the follow, as well as Sagene81. You love finding new shit? Well, I love having new people come through. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got some new faces as well. Strawman, thank you for the follow. And Flo Dev, how you doing, by the way? We got Gromsky, Molded Clay, Otis XZ, Segborka, Shark Abatu. I hope I said that right. Trash Pandicoot. I saw that earlier and I wanted to say it right away, but I was like, yo, that's a good name. That's real nice. Let's see. We got some other names. Shift Oz again. Thank you for that subscription and the follow. That means a lot. Thank you. Assassin Duck, Giovanni 123. I'm not gonna say the rest of it because Muzog. Thank you for the follow as well. And again, make sure y'all go follow Jesse. I know that there were a lot of people already watching him. He's still on now. There's still a lot of people watching him. Go follow him. He's a really awesome content creator. Really knowledgeable. Super dope. Love the man. He's great. Yo, what's going on, PyCon? How you doing, man? You'll be working and lurking. Dope. I'm actually going to be ending the stream. We're going to be sending you all over to another broadcaster to help make their night or day. Actually, it should be daytime for them. Help make their day amazing. Wonderful. You love when we, when we work together. Yeah, we've had the opportunity to do so a few times now, and it's always been a pleasure. I've had him on my podcast. I've been on the Co-optional podcast. And then we've done a few of these events together. And yeah. Well, I'll try to remember to hit him up to do more of this stuff so that we can have more of it. I know y'all really enjoy it. And whenever he uploads the videos of us doing this, people really enjoy our banter. So yeah, that's good stuff. But I'm going to be back online at about 7 p.m. Pacific time. So that's going to be about 10 p.m. y'all's Time for East Coast. And we're most likely going to be doing Smash Bros. Ultimate or... Oh, wait, hold on. That's incorrect. What we're going to be doing is Among Us. That's going to be starting at about 4 p.m. Pacific, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to be playing that with A. Christine and a whole bunch of other creators as well. That's going to be dope. And then we're going to do Smash Bros. Or Uno. I haven't decided which one we're going to be doing, but it's going to be one of those afterwards. So that's going to be dope. Really excited.